Good evening, Unnati. Starting the session with just 1 minute. We're in 10th only now. Good evening, Ashwita. Sunday, yeah. Little problem. All people. Send the link in the group first. One started means continuous. Okay. Started the session. Please, everyone join as fast as possible. Chalo, we'll start the marathon. Okay. So let's start the session, please. Good afternoon, Beta. Without wasting time, I'm starting the session as fast as possible. Now, just understand one thing. We need to understand some of the most important parts, control and coordination chapter. In control and coordination, let's give a very quick recap. Let's understand the things as fast as possible. I hope I'm audible to you. Am I audible? Am I audible? Okay, inform everyone. Triple Kundram group also, if it is possible, inform. Girls get very quickly try to understand. Okay, fine. Fine. I can see everyone. Come on, let's start the session, Beta. Now look here. First thing is that when somebody will be asking you about nervous system, we will be understanding control and coordination. In control and coordination, first work is to understand that animal nervous systems. Control and coordination will be done for both plants and animals. So both the systems are undergoing control and coordination. Okay, growth and development is the major factor, major thing that is happening to both plant and animal. Understood? So growth is one of the most important thing, and development is one of the most important thing for all living creatures. So now let's go for it. So now please understand animal nervous system, coordination and plant hormones in animal. These are the three important sections in your chapter which you need to study. Is it okay for all of you? Okay, now look here. We'll go for the next part, please. Come on, check this one out. So the second section is regulate involuntary action. So just a small recap we are going to go for. The first section, what we are going to go. Okay, the first section what we are going to go is what and all things are there. So involuntary action, voluntary actions one by one. Satya, good evening, beta. So just in one shot, try and understand control and coordination chapter in most simplest way, in most easiest way. Okay, so come on, let's start this one out. Am I visible? Any problem is there? No? Okay. Shall I start? Should I wait or shall I start? You tell this. Should I wait or shall I start? Should I wait or shall I start? Come on, say. So I'm starting now. Now please pay attention for the control and coordination. Now look here. So nervous cells, neurons, these are the things which we are going to understand about plant and animal. Quickly we'll start with plant. Understand that these are the total coordinating system of brain, human coordination system. So when somebody will be talking about control and coordination system, let's check this one out. Hello? Live. I'm in live class. Okay. Now listen, so control and coordination, when somebody will be asking you, you need to understand some of the most important things. First we'll start coordination in plant. Coordination in plant will be exactly starting with what beta first thing, first important thing, that the tropic movement. So we are going to understand about some of the most important thing about movement of the plant. So plant growth and development is one of the most important thing. Okay. So now tropic movement, and we are going to understand phototropism, geotropism, hydrotropism, chemotropism. These are different type of movement of plant. Understood? People say that plant do not move, but the plant exactly move according to its need. Understood? And it's not a very fast process; it's a slow process. Okay. So like they will be exactly having phototropism. Phototropism means sensation towards light. So plant shows sensation towards light. Plant is showing what? Sensation towards light. And second one is geotropism. Geotropism means attraction towards gravity. The root system of the plant will show attraction towards gravity. Hydrotropism. Hydrotropism means affinity for water. Next is chemotropism. That's the chemical content. Understood? So now hormones in animals, that is endocrine gland, exocrine gland, and different type of hormonal system, and its working we are going to understand. So now we are going to go with the certain different type of things that is exactly going to associate with our chapters. So this is actually question answers. Nice. Yes. So one time shall I give a very quick response to all these things? Now please pay attention here. Control and coordination in plant. First is stimulus and second is response. So first somebody will be asking you about stimulus and response means what is the meaning of stimulus and what is the meaning of response. So if somebody will be asking you stimulus means कि when somebody will be exactly input. Input is called as stimulus and response is the output. Understood? So input is stimulus, response is output. Understood? So now let's take this one out. So tropism means what? Tropism is movement of plant towards the direction of stimuli. What is tropism? In simple one word. Yes, tropism. Please kindly keep on answering the questions and try and understand the things. So if somebody will be asking you about tropism, that is movement of the plant towards the direction of stimuli is called as tropism. In simple word we are describing what is tropism. Tropism is the reaction or the movement of the plant towards the direction of stimuli is called as tropism. Understood? So bending of shoot towards the light, that is a positive phototropism, and bending of root away from light is directional movement. In short, very good, Sir Mahalakshmi. It's exactly called about the directional movement. So movement in plant which are called by external stimuli but not directional is called nastic movement. See, one is exactly intrinsic factor, one is the external part. That is external stimuli when it will be coming, it is considered as nastic movement. Please girls, boys, keep on answering the questions, keep on responding to the answers, please. So here, most important thing is response to the stimuli. Response to the stimuli. The stimuli is input. So most probably what a human is doing is, okay, when we are getting an input, input means what? A type of feedback. Got it? Accordingly, we are giving a response. So plant is also getting stimuli, and in response, it is giving response. Understood? So response can be of different type. So stimuli can be light, response can be growth towards the light. Got it? Like sunflower. The sunflower will always bend towards sunlight. So that's the response. Sunlight is stimuli and the response is bending of flower towards sunlight. Understood? So stimuli and response work accordingly. Now please pay attention. We will go for the next one. A movement in plant which cause the external stimuli but are not directional are called as nastic movement. So come on, we'll try and understand about nastic and tropic movement. That's one very important question. What is the specific difference between nastic and tropic movement? That's one question you must always remember. Difference between nastic and tropic movement. Children, difference between nastic and tropic movement. So what is the difference between nastic and tropic movement? One is internal, another one is external. That's one thing we must understand. Okay. So now what is exactly that one? One is directional, what is non-directional? So come on, you people keep on typing and sending me the answers. Today is a review part. So you need to be very quick. You keep on repeating. Before me, you keep on typing and sending. Okay. So if somebody will be asking you about nastic movement and tropic movement, so what answer you are going to say? So which one is non-directional is called as, hi children, बदमाशी के बहुत फुटूगी. Nastic movement and tropic movement. Somebody will be asking you about nastic. Nastic means non-directional, and tropic is directional movement. Okay, so which one is given rapid response is comes under nastic, and which one will go slow response. सौम्या, आज एग्जाम है कल, मस्ती मत करना, पढ़ना अच्छे से, ठीक है. सो नाउ लुक हियर. सो स्लो रिस्पॉन्स मींस डायरेक्शनल स्टिमुली. स्लो रिस्पॉन्स टू डायरेक्शनल स्टिमुली will be called as tropic movement. So first point, if somebody will be asking you three important points in three subdivision, you can answer. First is tropic, second one is nastic. Non-directional, directional, rapid, slow. Nastic is rapid. Hey Prabhu, please. So here, slow response to directional stimuli. Yes, I know you. Your boss. Now look here. Third one is it is reversible as independent of growth, and this is exactly irreversible. So if somebody will be talking about tropic movement, tropic movements are irreversible. Tropic movements are irreversible. Movement in Mimosa pudica. Mimosa pudica means touch me, not plant. So when touch me, not plant, you will touch. So what the flowers will do? Because of the water logging, the flowers will be exactly. Yes, because that the flower, what you call the, because of the water distribution change, what will happen? The leaves will be exactly closing it. That's called Mimosa pudica. Scientific name is Mimosa pudica or touch me not plant. Understood? And here, once the growth is happened, you cannot revert back the growth process. Understood? So this is amount of water in leaves. That's what. And there's the water logging deviation. Variation will be there. Because of that, it is coming. Very good. Chemistry exam doesn't use it. So now direction, non-directional or nastic movement. So if somebody will be talking about non-directional and nastic movement, so there are different type of nastic movement. We must know. There are different type of nastic movement. We must know. So first nastic movement we'll talk about is, come on, talk about photonasty. Photonasty means photonasty. See, some words we will just remember. Yes, some tropic movements will be exactly talking about photonasty, thermonasty, that is thermonasty, nictinasty, seismonasty, and hyponasty. So these are different type of nastic movement. These are different type of nastic movement. Remember. So first, somebody will talk about photonasty means they will show sleep movement along the day and night because of sun. So this is exactly circadian rhythmic. See, we need to understand one thing. Thermonasty, yes, beta. So here you need to understand one very important thing, that there are some sleep patterns. Like in night, you know that you have to sleep. So animal, usually some of the animals they will be night awake. Some of the animals they will be awake in morning and sleep in night. So there are different type of movement. So same plant also shows sleep pattern. Okay. So some of the plants will be showing sleep pattern means they will be sleeping in night. केमिस्ट्री एग्जाम कौन से क्लास में प्रभु? So now look here. So next is photonasty. So if somebody will be asking you about photonasty, plant shows sleep movement according to the day and night pattern. Okay, so that comes under photonasty. Next comes about thermonasty. It is about temperature changes. Understood? So some of the flowers specifically they will be showing this pattern. Understood? So 11th में आप स्कूल भी बता दीजिए प्रभु. So now look here. So thermonasty response to temperature changes. Flower of tulip open at high temperature, close at low temperature. The flower blossoms at low temperature. Some of the flower blossoms at high temperature. So such behavior is exactly nastic. Such behavior is exactly nastic movement. Understood? Next comes, can you tell me your name please? So here, next comes seismonastic. This nictinasty is darkness. So folding and folding of leaflets, they will be done under nictinasty. British. Next comes under seismonasty. Seismonasty means it will be exactly touch. So that is called Mimosa pudica. Mimosa pudica is touch sensitive. Mimosa pudica, somebody will be asking, it is touch sensitive. Good afternoon. Mimosa pudica is touch sensitive. Okay, biology. Hmm. Hello, Bhavadi Devi. So now look at hypomastine is the movement or bending or upward bending of leaves and other plant part due to growth of lower part of the plant. So these all are not coordinated very slow. It is coordinated very fast for a temporary period of time. Once it will be done, it can reverse back. Understood. So these are some of the most important things. Once the flower will be blossoming, means what? Opening and closing of leaflet, bending of leaflet, everything will coming under nasty. Understood. So they are not directional. They are non-directional. I hope you might have understood. These are fast. These are non-directional. This will occur due to some changes. I hope all the points. Biology, yes, it is biology only. So now we'll go for the next one, please. So now some plants such as snapdragon are described in night mural or day mural. Their flowering does not depend on night's length. Understood? So that's different type of category. Some of the plants are exactly falling into it. So now we will go for directional or tropic. So some directional or tropic means I have to go very fast. Other classes are also waiting. So now look at this is exactly called as phototropism. Phototropism means and then geotropism. In short, I am describing phototropism and geotropism. If somebody will be talking about phototropism, वाई शॉर्ट्स आज थोड़ा बिजी हूँ जल्दी जल्दी बात करूँगी क्योंकि बहुत सारा रिवीजन कराना है सो phototropism means the bending of the plant towards the light is called as means when they will be turning towards light it is called as positive phototropism when it will be bending away from the light it is called as negative phototropism next under is coming as understood. Next is coming under geotropism. Geotropism sections are those where geotropism, if somebody will be asking you, means ki here sensation towards what you call gravity. So means if the roots are always sensitive towards what you call leaves are always sensitive towards outward. And Kavya, I punch you. I'm seriously telling you. Stop messaging me. Okay. I am giving quick revision. In between, don't message me, please. Because I either I will see your message or I'll see the screen and teach. Anyone I can do at one time. Fine. So come on. Now listen. Second one is negative geotropism. Positive geotropism means the roots are showing positive geotropism and the shoot is showing negative geotropism. That's the difference. Now comes the chemotropism. Means the movement of the part of plant is response to chemical stimuli. So sometimes the chemicals are one of the most important thing which the plant will be showing affinity for. So that's called as chemotropism. Understood? So chemotropism is that the movement of the part of the plant is response to chemical. And we also know that hydrotropism. Hydrotropism means कि when the plant will be showing affinity towards water. So specifically roots are doing hydrotropism. So plant hormone or phyto, this what is the other name of phytohormones? Phytohormones are plant hormones. Phytohormones are nothing but plant hormones. If somebody will be asking you what is phytohormones, so your answer should be phytohormones are nothing but they are the plant hormones and they can be defined as the chemical substance which are produced naturally in plant and are capable of translocation and regulate one or more physiological processes and they can regulate one or more physiological processes understood so like this is exactly done with the help of high pressure or low pressure high concentration area low concentration area so where all the hormones are generated the hormones will be having a high concentration area so it is usually moving from a higher concentration area to a lower concentration area so plant do not have nervous system but they do have hormones the hormones are responsible for the growth and the maintenance of the plant. This we must know. Understood? So I'm just going to the next section, please. So what is plant hormone or phytohormone? They are the chemical substances which are produced naturally in plant and are capable of translocation. What they are capable of? Translocation. Understood? I hope everybody is there. So types of phytohormones, this is one section you must remember. First question was stimuli and response. Second question was about nastic movement and tropic movement. Third question is about the hormones that is exactly present in plant. So three different sections. Please remember one thing. It's not like they can randomly ask any question. They'll ask from the question. They will ask the question from where it is exactly having weightage. So hormones on plant is one of the most important part we must remember. So now please remember auxin. See, it's not like that you can mug up everything. Come on, don't do like that things. Okay, that's waste of time. First thing is that okay, when you are studying, you must be remembering 2 3 kick points. Understood? That kick points you remember and you write in the examination. Your story will be over. Story over means you'll be able to answer the questions. Got it? So now important function responsible for tropic movement. So plant drain towards sunlight, positive phototropism. So auxin important part we are going to understand. So that is indole acetic acid. IAA is major auxin in plant. So what is the name of the hormone? Indole acetic acid. IAA is the major constituent. Elaboration, good evening, beta. You people were talking about control and coordination now, so I started control and coordination. I waited long for everyone, but you people did not show up. I started the class. Understood. So now first we will talk about auxin. Auxin, just few response things about auxin you remember. Just underline that part. That's more than enough. Okay. So now look here. First is response for tropic movement. It will show it is responsible for tropic movement. Next, it will bend towards sunlight. Means positive phototropism, and it is one of the part of tropic movement. It is helping increasing in length of plant, and these are synthesized at the tip of the root and tip of the shoot. So some kick points you must remember. First kick point is responsible for tropic movement. Second kick point is it will bend towards sunlight. Third kick point is it is increasing. It helps in increasing in length, and the specific area where it is exactly shown increase in tip and tip of root, tip of shoot. Understood? And the next important point, as this you must remember this three important part. And next is by removing tip we can make the plant bushy. Understood? If we can remove the tip of the shoot, the plant will become bushy, it will not go up. So exactly these are some things we must remember. So auxin is responsible for the growth in length of the plant. That's it. Next point is as apical bud suppresses growth of lateral bud in plant. Next part is this induces failure, that is parthenocarpy to access seedless fruits. Seedless grass papaya. It induces, this induces parthenocarpy. To obtain parthenocarpy means here is seedless fruits. Okay, means here is seedless fruits, and it prevents falling of unripened fruits, also help in removal of weeds. Okay, so but you remember at least 4 points here. 4 point is more than enough. First point, come on, type and send me yaar. Sleep or type and send me. You must keep typing here. You must keep circulating the answers. You know all the answers. Before me, you must be typing all the answers. Come on. Send and type the answers. What is exactly the first, second, third point? It is that whatever point you are doing, you just type and send. Before me, you should be answering the questions. Come on. Indole acetic acid is called as oxane. It is responsible for tropic movement. It is bending towards sunlight. It helps in increasing the length of the plant as root, tip, and shoot. That's what. That's what. You can keep on regulating the answers. Come on, go for it, children. Just press the like button where I am. You also go to that region and start answering the questions. Come on. So the next is it prevent falling of unripened fruits. Next, it introduces parthenocarpy. Got it? So now go for the next one, gibberellins. So these stimulate the elongation of stem, particularly at the internodal region. You know that nodes and internodes are present. In between the region, the increment that will be done by which hormone? It is exactly done by gibberellins. Understood? And this induces germination of dormant seeds. So you know now what is the meaning of dormant? Dormant is sleeping. Got it? So one seed is there, dried seed is there, it will not show the sign of life. Why? Because it is dried. The moment you will be putting in water, it will start showing the sign of life. Are you understanding it? Once you will put the seed in water, life will originate. That seed. So if it is dried, it is called as dormant. The moment you will put in water, it will not be dormant, and that time it will start showing the sign of life. I hope you might have got this point, please. So gibberellins induces germination of dormant seed, and they help in removing genetic dwarfness. So if dwarfness is there, So height elongation will be helped with the help of gibberellins. Understood? And it helps in flowering and development of fruits. So these are some of the catch points. Yes, Maha, absolutely. Others can also please type the answers. So this stimulates the elongation of stem, particularly at internodal region. Second, it induces germination of dormant seed. Third, it is removing, it will help in removing genetic darkness and help in flowering and development of fruits. Bingo. So these are 4 points. At least three you will write in examination. Story will be over. You will be getting full marks. So three catch points you remember. It stimulates the elongation of stem, particularly at internodal region. It induces germination of dormant seed. It helps in removing of genetic darkness. It helps in flowering and development of fruits. That's it. Okay, cytokinesis. Now next one is cytokinesis. Anyone, please type. Only Mahalakshmi is active. Rest of it all are sleeping. Come on. Eating biryani and sleeping, huh? Sunday. Sunday enjoyment, huh? I am only idiot. Correct, huh? Come on, everyone. Cell division, cytokinins. Up. Yes. Next. Come on. Hmm. Ma, I will only teach you because the rest of the children no answers are coming. Sanket, yes sir. I'm looking like sir. Nice, thank you. So now look at. So these compounds are synthesized in the seeds and the roots of the plant. These promote cell division by activating DNA synthesis and protein synthesis. So about cytokinins. Cytokinins. Yeah, I'm going very fast, but I'm miss uh, name is not visible to me. I'm sorry. I'm just going very fast with control and coordination. Just one shot revision I'm giving. Okay, activating DNA, breaking dormancy. Yes, these are some of the most important crucial factors of cytokinins. Understood? Cytokinins is one of the plant hormone, and they are synthesized in the seeds and the roots of the plant. Where they are synthesized? These are synthesized in the seeds and the roots of the plant. Very good, Harani. Absolute. Now, come on, go for it. Hi, Shabnam. Now they are present in large concentration in areas of rapid cell division, and they are breaking dormancy, and they are delaying senescence. Understood? It is control and coordination, Vida. It's control and coordination. So abscisic acid, we know that one is helping in growth, then another one is, yes, it is delaying aging. That's one. So that is delay senescence. Senescence means it is aging. See, the ripe fruits now they will not be holding in the plant. So auxin will be helping the unripe fruit to stay long, and one is helping in the fruit to get sweet. Understood. So one helping in staying, one helping in ripening. Got it? So here you need to understand one thing. So abscisic acid, if somebody will call, it is called as stress hormone because the production of hormones is stimulated by droughts, waterlogging, and other adverse environmental conditions. This you please remember about abscisic acid, ABA. That's called as stress hormone. When these hormones will be coming, see, you understand one thing. One plant you kept. Hi, Mansi. Nice surprise, ma'am. You are giving. CBSE, but you can also be getting it. Okay. Now, please pay attention here. All the contents are presented. Yes. Hello, Durga ma'am. What a surprise, ma'am. Good afternoon. Misha. Hi, Misha. How are you? Nice to know about you. You are from which school? Where area? Tomorrow schools are having exams, so I'm going in a rapid phase. Krishna, who ma'am? Okay, hi Krishna, how are you? Ma'am, please live process also. 100%. 100%. Live process also. No problem. I'm fine. I please, sir. Okay. Understood. We'll do it. So now look at abscisic acid, which is also called as stress hormone because the production of hormone is stimulated by drought, water logging. You know what? One simple thing I'm going to tell you. Light numericals, 100%. Everything, one by one. So, but one problem is there tomorrow science exam, maths exam, everything falling in same time. And I'm having short of time, so only I'm going a little bit fast. So now please pay attention one thing. Water logging. What does the water logging means here? This you just understand. If in case somebody will be asking you this question, you will be in a आप बहुत सुंदर दिख रहे हो मीन्स आई एम लुकिंग ब्यूटीफुल no better you say you teach good that's the best thing. Tomorrow is a maths half yearly. After some time, I'm going to give maths revision also. Don't worry. Now, please come on. We'll start the work, please. So, if water logging will be there, the roots will be exactly having more water. That type alcohol will be exactly generated in the root. Understood? Then that stress hormone that is exactly called as abscisic acid will take a tool and will try to save the plant as much as possible. So only the what you call abscisic acid APA is known as the stress hormone. So and it will also be generated when you will not give water to the plant. So scarcity, it is exactly the hormone of scarcity, or you can say. See why? Because it will see because if the plant keeps on growing in drought region also means at the time when water is not there and the plant is keep on growing, that time the more region of the plant, the developing region of the plant will need more water. Understood? Because water is life for plant. Understood? They'll do photosynthesis with that only because the stomatal pores will be open when they will be getting water. Understood? So here, no, I am not looking anywhere. I'm looking down. Your messages, I'm looking down. Okay. In my mobile, the messages are coming. So what I'm looking for. So now look here, better. So when plant will be exactly doing that work, you need to just understand one thing. Like whatever contents will be present in there, you need to understand that that moment, that particular moment, the abscisic acid will stop the growth of the plant and they will allow the other sections to have a life. Got it? That's why they are considered as, that's why they are that's why they are considered as what better? They are called as stress hormone. Okay, so they are growth inhibitor. They promote abscission of leaves, flowers, and fruits, and they also promote senescence of leaves and aid in reducing transpiration rate by closing stomata. That's what is most important. Understood? So that's what is most important in that section. Now, ethylene is also one of the things that is. So, ethylene is the gaseous plant hormone. You must remember, okay, and that stimulates transverse growth, but retards the longitudinal one. It is found in all plant part, root, leaf, flowers, and seed. Ethylene promotes fruit growth and its ripening. I told you now, one inhibit growth and one is giving growth. Understood? So, one is inhibiting growth and another one is promoting growth. That's one of the most important factors. So, normally reduces flowering plant except pineapple and it behaves as growth. So you need to understand that where growth is needed, give growth, where other factors are needed, give that part. So this is exactly done by what? This is exactly done by ethylene. Ethylene is a type of plant hormone. So we'll go back fast to another section. So now these things were there. So we will understand another part is the nervous system because we have less time and we need to go with that. So nervous system and sense or what you call and the sense organs of animal. So if somebody will be asking you about nervous system and sense organ of the animal, so you must say that no comments for that. Now listen. So nervous system and sense organs of animals. So what does the sense organs means? See, you need to understand another important factors. So if somebody will be asking you about sense organ, you didn't understand that what is most responsible for an organism like plant and animal to have growth. And you will be saying that "Okay, we know the answer. The answer is hormones. Okay, fine. Hormones are one of the most important factors because they are doing the most vital work is the growth and development. The hormones knows where to give growth and where to stop. Daksh. But what comment you gave, I was unable to read it out. Okay. My voice is not clear, children. Can you say me? Is my voice clear or not clear? Come on, say. Ila, are you able to get me? Is my voice clear? Thank you, Daksh. But the comment what you gave was not connected to studies, so only I did not do it. Other than that, whatever questions you will ask, I'll answer that. But that was, we understand. So now it is clear. Okay, fine. So we'll go back. Thank you so much. Bless you. So now please pay attention here. Nervous system and sense organs of animal. If somebody will be asking you about growth, then what answer we are going to say that growth is one of the most important factors. Synaptic knobs, it's not knees, synaptic knobs. These are synaptic knobs. Beta. The junctions are called as the synaptic knobs. You remember this part. The synaptic knobs, see, one simple story you remember. See, one is receiving information, one is transferring information. The electrical impulses. The electrical impulses that is exactly running here will get converted into chemical, and then chemical to electrical, chemical. This process keeps on going on. Understood? So here, what is synaptic knobs in neurons? That's the junction. That's the neuron junction. So we are going to understand that also. So just one time, let me explain this one. So these are exactly the nervous system and sense organ of animal. So if somebody will be asking you, so please remember this part, okay? Nerve endings, that's correct only. Very good. So now that's what I want everybody to keep answering the questions. Now one by one, beta. So the entire neuron, I was in a very important point. I got diverted by the answers. So please understand one thing. Hormones are one of the most important part, or what you say, whatever thing is there that helps in the growth and development. Yeah, I hope now I am visible to you. I hope now I am visible to you. Yeah. Okay, network uncle is playing game. What should I do? Now listen it up. So when somebody will be asking you about this, let's go for it, please. So the structure of neuron. So now the nervous system is a different section of the animals. Okay, shall I continue now? Now look here. Now understand. The nervous system is one addition part in animals rather than plants. Got it? Where the plants are having water concentration variation and what you call xylem, phloem, different type of vessels, dead cells, and different type of hormones that are helping and regulating the system for growth and development and ripening of fruits and making of fruits and making of flowers and giving life by generating seeds. That is exactly a different section. For animal, it is a different section. For animal, how it is a different section? Because animals are having nervous system. So nervous system, the basic unit of nervous system is neurons. So neurons is divided into how many sections? So neurons are divided into, first part is cell body, that is called as cyton or soma. Understood? The second part is dendrites and axons. So three sections for neuron you can divide. I hope you might have understood. So neuron can be divided into how many sections? Neuron can be divided into three sections. Very good. So cyton, dendrites and axon. Cyton, dendrites, axon. Understood? CD, A. So cyton is exactly the central part. Cyton is exactly the central part. In short, we are going to understand it will be exactly with the help of the animal having control and coordination, and it will be achieved by the help of nervous and muscular system. Okay, I'll not move. Some network problem is there. Suddenly the network problem started. Now my voice is clear. Yes, I'm going to explain about it because cytone is there, dendrites are there, and axon is there. So let's talk about it. Yes. So now look at it. If you see this structure, can you see the dendrites? The dendrites are not having exactly nucleus. Now, can you see the cytone region have a central nucleus? The cytones are having the central nucleus and is surrounded by cytoplasm, and it is surrounded by cytoplasm. So if you will be seeing this section, this is exactly the central nucleus and it is surrounded by cytoplasm. Yes. Now because these are dendrites. These are what? These are dendrites and these are nasal granules. These are nasal granules. The nasal granules are supposed to have the work of converting the chemical into electrical impulses. Understood? So now look at the nerve cells consist of cytokine and process. So now we are going to talk about they have central nervous system and surrounding by cytoplasm. Around the nucleus there are granules called as missile granules which are made up of RNA and protein. Exact function unknown, they believe to convert nerve impulses into electrical impulses. It transfers impulse to action. So this is the believed one. So real cause. Okay, thank you, Beta. So now please remember this part. So if somebody will be talking about the cell body, no, it is RNA. RNA is half of DNA, Beta. So here you need to understand that when we talk about RNAs, the RNAs what they're telling that okay, these are made up of RNAs and protein and they are having granules. Got it? Okay, they are having granules. And another important point to be noted here, that's the nuclear part of the nervous system having the nuclear section in the cytone region only, in the cytone region. Synapses means, ma'am, I'll explain you about synapse. Okay, so now look here. So two type of process are dendrites and axon. So first understand the story. You touched a sharp weapon. Understood? Now, what will happen? The moment you touch the sharp weapon, your skin is having senses. Understood? That they are called as receptors. Receptors. The skin is the receptor. Just understand that the receptor has sent the information to the dendrites. The receptor has sent the information to where? Dendrites. So once the dendrites has received this information, what will happen? The dendrites got the information and these are neurons, that is the nervous information given by the nervous system. So now this information will get converted into electrical by missile granules. And these missile granules will transmit the information as an electrical impulses in this axon and dendrites. Understood? So electrical impulses will transmit into axon and dendrites. Got it? Simple fact. After that, what is the next part? So now the process, namely dendrites and axons will be there. They are hair-like project connected to the cytone through dendrons. So they receive sensational stimuli. That's we are talking about dendrites. I've already showed you dendrites and I've already told you the dendrites are the receptors which is receiving the information. Like skin is the receptor and skin will transmit the information to dendrites and dendrites will keep on transmitting the information to another consecutive dendrites and in this way the message will keep on getting transmitted. So inside the nervous system, inside the neuron, how the message is transmitted. So the neurons will be exactly, dendrites will receive the information, convert it into electrical, transmit it to axon. Understood? Now axon is the longer part of neuron. This is exactly the axon. The axon is the longer part of the neuron. It is coated with myelin sheath and here the dots, the gap between them is called as node of Ranvier. The gap between them is called as yes, myelin sheath. Myelin sheath is the coating the layer which is exactly coating the axon. Just like polythene के अंदर कोई सामान रखता है ना, तो polythene is the outer coat. Understood? Why mitochondria? Is because mitochondria is one of the semi-autonomous system. It is having itself containing DNA. Next important point is bring notes book from down and start practicing. Another important talk about mitochondria is another important point about mitochondria converts the chemicals means they will be converting the energy what the food is exactly giving you the energy. It is powerhouse because it is converting the food into energy sections and it is stored in the form of ATPs, adenosine triphosphate. In short, I told because time is not there, I need to go back to the that section only. Powerhouse because it is storing the energies. Got it? Hmm? Now look at it. So axon terminals will be there. Now listen here. These are the axon terminals. So they are containing electrical impulses and these are synaptic knobs. The junctions are exactly called as synaptic knobs. So please pay attention here. The plasma membrane of axon may be covered by a sheath of lipid and protein and they are called as myelin sheath. Just just now someone asked me, na, Daksh, can you say this one better? So this is exactly the coating will be called as myelin sheath. The sheath is formed by Schwann cells, understood? And it is broken into constrictions called nodes of Ranvier. So in between the gaps are there. So they are exactly the part of the constrictions. Broken sections are called as constrictions, and they are got the names called knot of Ranvier. Okay. Now we'll go for the next part is the seed is formed by stem cells. The ending of axon is called synaptic terminals or nerve ending. Synaptic terminals. I hope that you might have got this point. Okay. The neurotransmitters are exactly the work is to transmit information. Come on. You need to understand that they keep on transmitting the information from one to the other. Just like what is the phone of what work of your mobile? The mobiles are exactly giving and sending information now. The same way, like Wi-Fi, you are generating the what you call waves of electrical impulses, and you are getting the net. The same way, the transmitters are exactly keeping on transmitting the informations as fast as possible. So systematic approach. See, if one do, it will take nearly many years to just give one impulse. Understood? And to just give one specific information to the body, danger or any type of information or fear, genetically the genetic content or change, everything has to be transmitted in the body in a very fast pace. You have understood? So that fast pace should be done in a very, so neurotransmitters will be exactly doing the transmission as fast as possible. I hope you might have got it. So now we need to understand that neuromuscular junctions is the junctions between the two neurons, that is called as neuromuscular junctions. The junctions between two neurons will be considered as neuromuscular junctions. This one dendrites beginning of new dendrites, in between the gap is there. So in that particular moment, the electrical impulses will not be there. The synaptic nerves will convert the electrical impulses into chemical, and then the chemical will flow, and this chemical will reach to another dendrites. In this, one neuron will exactly send the transmission to more. Understood? It will transmit the urinary bladder is a voluntary involuntary action. Please clear my problem. Voluntary urinary bladder. Everybody, please pay attention that when the urinary bladder is getting filled, you will not get any information. Infection also, you will not get any information. When the bladder is filled, the brain is sending a signal. Understood? The filling of the urinary bladder is according to the function of the kidney. So it is not in your action. But once the bladder is filled, after that only the content will be exactly not known to you. That time you will be feeling to what you call clean it out, and that moment it will be exactly not controlled by you also. So it will be controlled by brain. When the bladder will be very partially filled, you can control it. But once the bladder will be highly filled, you can't control it. I hope you might have understood this one, please. Yes, science or math, madam? Yeah, maths, no? Yeah, I'm just giving information to them. So synaptic terminal. Can you call that boy? Arti Sharma is in my bed. Can you bring my book? Materials you brought? See, tomorrow is exam and how you are going to revise it? Give me Adi Sharma first. In my bag, Adi Sharma is there. Come on, go for the next one, please. Ah, in my bag, black bag. Ask Nishika. So that is now we need to understand that what is the chemical name. Please remember the impulse on reaching terminal releases some chemicals or neuron hormones. Okay, they are called as acetylcholine (ACH) or glutamic acid. The chemicals are exactly called as glutamic acid. So the electrical impulses. No, 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 no. One simple concept I am telling you: air is a bad conductor of electricity now because there is no transmission of current in air. Understood? Yeah, just समझो इस बात छोटी सी बात है. Wire is a transmitter. Understood? They have neurons. So here in neurons also, so here axon also will be having neurons. So these then ions are present in that axon. Now they will be transmitting it into electrical impulses. The moment it will go out of it, it is exactly going outside region. So that region will not be having this. Yes, that's answer I'm giving to you only. Okay. So here you need to understand this part. So if somebody will be asking you, air is a good conductor, bad conductor. In air, you cannot have current conduction. Okay, because no free electrons are present. In the same way, your bodies are having ions. So these ions are the charges which are exactly carrying the electrical impulses. In absence of these electrical impulses, you neurons. Nine. You can't control it. It will be controlled by brain. It will be controlled by brain. Daksh, I think I gave your answer, beta. So I hope you might have understood this one. See, brain is letting you aware of urinary bladder is getting filled, and that time brain is giving you some situations also, so that you can evacuate it out. Understood? And when in absence of evacuation, what will happen? The brain has to save your organ, and that time also you can't control your urination. That's it. So there must be one transmitter. The transmitter has, yes, that's what I explained you. So exactly the transmitters will keep on transmitting. The ions are acting as a transmitter. Where is that what? Huh? Start practicing. Told you the chapter doubts and all. Network password. Give me pen, I'll give you my network password also. I hope you might have understood this one. Come on, go for the next one, please. So synapse is the point of contact between the terminal branches of axon of neuron with dendrites and other neurons. Where the nerve impulses jump into the next neurons, which is a chemical process. As impulse reaches the terminal end of axon and chemical acetylcholine. That is, the chemical name is acetylcholine. Wow, Sanket. Nice. Ha 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 ha. Nice. I hope you might have understood this part. Please, we'll go for the next one, please. So impulse will be exactly what? It's an electrical disturbance received by the dendrites and passed through the cytone to axon. Message are transmitted in the form of electrical impulses along the fiber of neuron. It flows only unidirectionally. Unidirectionally means in one direction. Unidirectionally means in one direction only. Unidirectionally means in one direction only. So nerve may transmit from one to the given way. So what and all are the ways through which the nerves are exactly getting? Nerve may transmit in one of the given three ways. How the nerves are getting transmitted? The one of the three ways are synapse, neurotrates, and junction, and sensory nerve ending. So these are the three ways where the nerves will get transmitted. Neuromuscular junctions is exactly synaptic knobs. Okay, the reason between one neuron to another neuron. Got it? नहीं, आप बड़े भी हो जाओगे तो एक लिमिट तक ही कंट्रोल कर पाओगे. Okay, so now nerve system in animals. So types of nerve system in animals, can we go for it please? Yes, type of nerve system in animals. We talked about asciton having nucleus. After that we talked about axon. We talked about dendrites, the receivers, the one who is receiving the informations. PNS and CNS, that is peripheral nervous system and central nervous system. Yes. Oh, yeah. You are very experienced in that, correct? Nice. Seriously. Can I go back to work, please? So now, peripheral nervous system and central nervous system. So all vertebrates, including humans, the nervous system may be divided into CNS and PNS. So if somebody will talk about CNS, means central nervous system, so it will be exactly consisting of brain and spinal cord, and it will have 12 pair of cranials and 31 pair of spinal nerves. So cranial nerves will be present in face. The facial expression region, 12 pairs of cranial nerves will be there. So CNS will be having brain and spinal cord. Okay. So brain to the spinal cord connection, it will be coming as CNS. Brain to spinal cord connection is coming as CNS. So if we talk about brain to spinal cord connection, CNS, so we must be knowing that cranial nerves will be coming, 12 pairs will be coming, and the remaining 31 pairs will be coming. Yes, so 31 pair of spinal nerves will be there. Hello, hello. मैं भी ऑनलाइन क्लास में लाइव क्लास पता नहीं एग्जाम I am not giving phone call. I am receiving phone call. Understood. So now look at peripheral nervous system. So PNS. So PNS consisting of cranial nerves and spinal nerves. So PNS is peripheral nervous system. It will be consisting of cranial nerves and spinal nerves. They connect CNS to the body organ. And PNS is somatic and autonomic as defined below. Now we are going to talk about PNS. This is the most important part. But biology is supposed to be one of the most easiest part in the syllabus now. If you will be studying it nicely, you'll be able to get it now. So problem will not be coming up. Now come on, let's see. Beta, we will go for CNS and PNS. Come on, children, answer the questions, please. So somebody will be talking about CNS means that central nervous system and peripheral nervous system. Two nervous systems are there. Types of nervous system in animal are two. One is called as central nervous system. The second one is called as peripheral nervous system. So if somebody will be asking you about central nervous system, central nervous system is consisting of brain and spinal cord. In facial expression, 12 pairs are there. The 12 pairs will be exactly, the 12 pairs will be exactly cranial part and 31 will be in the spinal region. Understood? It will always be present in pairs. Next comes the peripheral. The one which is connected to the CNS part will be coming as peripheral nervous system. So the peripheral nervous system, if we will be talking about, so it will be consisting of cranial nerves and spinal nerves. Peripheral will be consisting of cranial nerves and the spinal one. CNS is this to this, and PNS is the cranial nerves and the spinal nerves. So that is connected to CNS. Okay. Now, they will be exactly connect CNS and voluntary muscles is somatic, and that connects CNS to involuntary muscles is autonomic. So one which is connected to, you need to remember this part. Please understand the specific thing is कि when the PNS that connects CNS, so PNS is connecting CNS. One simple part I am teaching you, remember this one. CNS is central nervous system. CNS is central nervous system and CNS is brain and spinal cord. क्योंकि वो ज़्यादा पढ़ गया. So brain and spinal cord beta. Now comes PNS. PNS are the cranial nerves. The one which is connected to CNS comes under PNS. In face, 12 pairs of cranial nerves are there. In the spine region, how many? 31 pairs of PNS will be there. So now you need to understand the second important part connected to it, and that is somatic. So if somebody will talk about that PNS may be somatic and autonomic. So PNS is of two types. One is somatic, another one is autonomic. Somatic and autonomic. Somatic and autonomic. Understood? Somatic and autonomic. The PNS that connects CNS and voluntary muscles. The one which is connecting central nervous system and voluntary muscles. Central nervous system and voluntary, which will be controlled by you. They are called as somatic. And the one which connects CNS and involuntary will be called as autonomic nervous. So there are two different type of PNS. One is somatic, another one is autonomic nervous system. So for somatic, we must understand when we talk about somatic, somatic means involuntary CNS. Autonomic means, come on say, is it correct? Somatic is involuntary or voluntary. Come on say. Somatic is voluntary and autonomic is involuntary. I hope you might have understood this one. So now autonomic dismal part is not there. We will not be doing dismal sections. We will be going for sense organs and receptors. So we know that our receptors will be the okay. So photoreceptors are there. Yes. So photoreceptors are there. Phonoreceptors are there. Olfactory receptors are there. Tango receptors are there. Gustatory receptors are there. Got it? So one small thing. Please check this one out. The vertebral nervous system. That is the vertebrate nervous system. What we are calling it as. CNS and PNS will be there. CNS brain and spinal cord. PNS which is connected to CNS is having autonomic and somatic. Autonomic and somatic. Autonomic is sympathetic, parasympathetic. Autonomic is involuntary. Somatic is voluntary. That is spinal nerve and cranial nerve. Understood? And this is also having spinal and cranial. But one is voluntary, another one is involuntary. Yeah, I'll explain this one. Nice. Good. Okay. So much that. You don't go. You stop it. Okay. Okay. Colorful presentation. Okay. Studying biology means osmosis from a region of higher concentration to a region of lower concentration. Bingo. Okay. So now we will talk about reflexes. So it's already time. Second part, I'm going to talk about reflexes. Half section of this and reproduction, I'm going to start in night time because right now time is not there. Another students I have to start maths revision now because maths is also there tomorrow. So just in 5 minutes, I'm going to start maths class. If you're having the maths doubt, you can ask me that time. Okay. Bye everyone.